If you're watching this, your doctor has just diagnosed you with diabetes. You probably have a lot of questions floating in your mind, so let's start with the basics. First off, what is diabetes? Diabetes is a condition in which the body is unable to take in glucose at an effective rate. In a normal person's body, when you eat food, glucose is excreted into the bloodstream, and in response, the pancreas will excrete insulin, which will attach to the insulin receptors on a cell and activate GLUT4, which will go activate glucose channels to let glucose into the cell.
In type 1 diabetes, the body is not able to produce insulin on its own. So a doctor will provide them with different ways of getting insulin, such as an insulin pump. The insulin pump will secrete insulin, which would bind to the insulin receptor, allowing the GLUT4 to move towards the surface of the cell. And when they do, they open up glucose tubes that allow glucose to get into the cell from the bloodstream.
Type 2 diabetes is when the body produces insulin, but the insulin receptors fail to signal the GLUT4, so the glucose builds up into the bloodstream.
So now that you know more about what you have, you might be wondering, why didn't I know about this sooner? Why me? If you have type 1 diabetes, you probably inherited it from your parents or family members. Type 1 diabetes can't be prevented. If you have type 2 diabetes, the most likely cause is also genetics, but lifestyle choices can also be a factor. Type 2 diabetes has been linked to obesity, genetic risk factors, and inactivity. Type 2 diabetes may be prevented by losing weight and doing daily physical activity, as well as improving diet. So you, minding your own business, found yourself with some symptoms, including but not limited to urinating often, feeling thirsty, feeling very hungry, extreme fatigue, blurry vision, or slow healing.
Man, my body is so out of whack. I'm so thirsty all the time. I get so tired. I'm peeing everywhere. The sweet sensation of food tempts me every waking moment of the day. I think I need to go see a doctor.
And your doctor probably gave you an oral glucose tolerance test.
From your symptoms, I suspect you have diabetes.
After fasting, you were given a glucose-rich beverage and your glucose levels were measured over a period of 2 hours.
Go fast for a day, and come back, and take your glucose test.
Alright.
If your glucose levels did not drop back down to normal, you were then given a second test to test for insulin.
Come back in a week to see your results. Your results have finally came in. Just as I suspected, you have diabetes. I'm sorry. Go fast for another day to take your insulin test.
If your insulin levels did not rise, you have been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. If your insulin levels did rise, you were diagnosed with type 2 diabetes.
Diabetic, so I have to watch what I eat. I have to avoid diets full of simple sugars that don't have fiber or vital nutrients. They're more likely to cause diabetes, and I can't go bar hopping.
Type 1 diabetics can take insulin injections or have an insulin pump that administrates insulin. Type 2 diabetics should take care to exercise regularly or lose weight.
Great, let me show you how it works. So you take this, and you stab it right here.
Yeah?
And you press down.
Thanks, doctor!
You're welcome.
I don't know how to be healthy.
Well, let me refer you to a dietitian.
Hi, I'm a dietitian. What have you been eating lately? Well, this stuff's really good. It's really high in sugar, and it's really delicious.
Because you have diabetes, you should manage your nutrition and not eat foods high in carbohydrates and especially glucose like that. So we don't need that anymore. Instead, you should eat fruits and vegetables and food high in fiber.
This is so delicious. Thank you, dietitian. To an all-you-can-eat cheeseburger factory. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't eat foods like that are really high in fat. I understand your problem. We can go hiking instead. That's something that we can do together that hasn't changed. Yay! I appreciate your understanding of my condition. You're welcome. Oh my god, what is that blood on the floor? Blood? large splinter in my foot. I didn't even feel it.
You should probably go see a doctor about that.
Yeah, I should.
Let's go. Alright, head on.
I'm having a lot of foot complications. Can you explain them to me?
Well, because you're diabetic, there's a lot of buildup of glucose in your body, and that's causing your nerves to swell up. And if you don't take care of your body, then further complications can happen, such as calluses, bunions, or we can even have to amputate your foot.
Oh no, that'd be such a bad thing to happen.
Diabetic ketoacidosis is a serious condition that can arise when the cells don't get enough glucose. The body burns fat for energy, which produces ketones. Ketones can also form when the body doesn't get enough insulin, and a buildup of ketones can make the blood acidic and poison the body. Complications of DKA are acute kidney failure, low potassium due to DKA treatments, and even cerebral edema.
Life with diabetes is really hard, but with the help of all of these people, this condition is easier to overcome.